Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Darkcast Network. Welcome to the dark side of podcasts.
Content warning ahead. This podcast contains very sensitive topics such as missing persons, unsolved cases, haunted houses, and paranormal activity. These type of topics can contain very upsetting, sensitive details and stories. Please listen responsibly. Welcome to Misty Mysteries, a podcast in the business of ghostly spooks and chilling crimes. I'm your host, Keely, and today is the final episode of Misty Mysteries' very long first season. Today's episode is going to be crime-filled with some crimes I don't usually talk about on here. Since Thanksgiving is right around the corner, for us Americans at least, I don't know about you, but I love eating all the food that this holiday has to offer. So let's talk about crimes related to food. And since this episode is inspired by my fellow Darkcast podcasts, Weird True Crime WTF episodes, let's listen to an ad from my friends at Weird True Crime.
Hey, I'm Gina.
And I'm Amber.
And we're here to bring you the Weird True Crime podcast, where we cover true crime cases that will leave you asking yourself, did that really happen?
We'll dive into questionable cases throughout history that are solved, unsolved, or just plain unbelievable.
We'll also talk about the quirkier side of true crime in episodes we like to call What the F*** Wednesday.
So be sure to subscribe and listen on your favorite podcast service.
Now, since a lot of people travel for Thanksgiving, let's do some traveling in this episode without actually having to leave where we are, unless you know you're in a car. First place we'll visit is San Antonio, Texas. In November of 2015, a 15-year-old boy went into an H-E-B store only 25 miles from downtown San Antonio. Here, he came up with the perfect way to get his Thanksgiving dinner for free. Around 8 p.m., he entered the store with a cart. He filled the cart's edges with toilet paper and sodas, leaving a spot in the middle for these items. He filled the middle part with 3 smoked turkeys, and as the article says, the fixings, so I'm assuming maybe potatoes, green beans, or whatever else he may have wanted for his sides. In total, he had about $200 of items in this cart. But this was a tactic employees at the store had seen before and stopped him to question him. When he was questioned, he told the store that his mom was with him and that she had already paid for the items in the cart. Ultimately, though, the police were called and questioned him further, but he admitted to them that he was going to just take these items. I have mixed feelings about people getting in trouble for taking necessary items like food, diapers, formula, feminine care, but the 15-year-old did end up facing charges, and I can't find an update, probably because he was a minor, but in this case, I kind of hope he just got a slap on the wrist because we really don't know why he was taking food. The next place we're going to be visiting is Toledo, Ohio, and this one actually went viral because there's a security camera video of the incident without sound, so people have added their own voiceovers to the video. Well, in the early hours of New Year's Day in 2010, a then drunk 25-year-old Melody DeShane, probably coming from some type of New Year's party, arrived at a Toledo's McDonald's drive-thru, wanting chicken nuggets. When she was told that McDonald's does not serve chicken nuggets at breakfast time, she was not happy. So Melody decided to pull up to the drive-thru window and argue with a McDonald's employee from inside of her car. She then, after a minute of arguing, gets out of her car and starts to throw punches at the employee. 2 other employees rush over to help their coworker and try to shut the window. Melody almost gets her hand slammed into the window since she's trying to keep them from closing it. But they did get the window shut and her hand was not smashed. Melody then shattered the window with a bottle from her car before driving away. Melody was arrested and served 60 days in prison. From Toledo, we're now going to travel to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. On Thanksgiving of 2014, 47-year-old Jacqueline Blake, after sleeping off a couple of drinks from earlier that day, woke up from a nap to find her boyfriend Benjamin Smith had eaten Thanksgiving dinner without her. Enraged with her boyfriend, Jacqueline chased him around the table with a knife, which she then plunged into his chest. After stabbing him in the chest, she threw the knife at his face, striking him just below the eye and leaving a cut on his face. When the police responded to this Thanksgiving attack, they found Benjamin holding a towel to his chest. He was taken to a hospital where he recovered from his stabbing. As for Jacqueline, she was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. This is another story where we don't know what she was sentenced or what happened with the legal process, but I just honestly hope these two are having separate Thanksgivings from then on. Maybe even live in cities or states away. Now on to our last stop on our Thanksgiving road trip. This is, of course, to Florida because we could not do an episode like this without a Florida man story. On November 6th, 2014, the Stanford Police Department was running a late-night prostitution sting operation when a 36-year-old Steven Torres drove up to the police decoy in his Kia sedan, where he then offered the decoy some chicken for payment of sex with him. We don't know where this chicken was from, but the news did make sure to tell us there was both a Popeyes and Church's chicken nearby. And of course, to sweeten his deal just a little bit, he threw in $3. When the decoy accepted payment, Stephen was taken down by the police team along with 6 other men that night. Stephen was let out on bail of $250 that night, and we don't know if he was charged with anything. Although I do want to say I did recently watch a documentary on prostitution stings in Florida. What a very niche topic. But they did say on that documentary that on one night they could arrest many people from all over the states trying to pay for sex services and sex workers coming there for work. Because Florida's laws for sex crimes, or particularly prostitution, is a little bit more relaxed than other states. So people will travel there to do business or experience it. I think at one point they said it's kind of like a prostitution destination. But on that note, I am sure there are many more food-based crimes from all over, especially during the holidays. But we have come to an end on our Thanksgiving road trip. We have also come to the end of Misty Mysteries' first season. Thank you to everyone who has supported Misty Mysteries throughout all these years, and I can't wait to come back for season 2. With some changes and updates, I'm so excited to say my theme for season 2 will be true crime cases and paranormal locations or stories that have been turned into books, movies, or museums/historical sites. If you didn't already know this, in the episode description, there is links to Google Forms, and you can fill those out to leave me feedback of what you may want out of the podcast. But you can also find another form with suggestions of topics, and I'd love to know if you have any particular topic you would like to hear in season 2. I will be back in February after having some time to settle into my school schedule and celebrating the holidays with family. But you don't need to worry, you won't be short of content. I will be releasing content from my podcast friends, and I may even throw in a holiday surprise. As always, I will see you next time for more ghostly spooks and chilling crimes.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.